out with my Osmo Action, a good old action camera that was launched first in 2019. And we all remember that time the GoPro Hero 8 was launched, and when DJI launched this camera, it was a pretty big hype around this camera. Is this the new GoPro Killer, or is GoPro still the best? I remember back in 2019 I had the opportunity to buy the GoPro Hero 8. But I remember when GoPro Hero 8 was launched, it was with a lens you couldn't remove. The Osmo Action has that, and as typical GoPro, there was still issues around crashes, bugs and stuff like that. I know that a lot of people love GoPro Hero camera, and I can understand, of course, why. I have the GoPro Hero 10, which is an excellent camera. But I think the Osmo Action is an underrated camera still in 2022. This camera is solid as a rock. It's waterproof, really nice image quality. You can shoot all the way up to 4K 60, 1080p 240. So it's an excellent camera, and it's easy to miss this camera among all the different action cameras out there. And I can understand why it's so much to choose from, but I can highly recommend you to stick with some brands like DJI, GoPro or Insta. That's, in my opinion, the best cameras for action and sports out there. No question about that at all. You have a lot of other brands. I haven't tested them, and of course, if some company out there want to send me an action camera for review, I will definitely do that. It would be nice to see another good action camera that I can use for my vlogs, action sports or adventures. I haven't been using the Osmo Action that much lately, and that's because I've been playing around with my Action 2, which I love, and of course the GoPro Hero 10. Much newer cameras, and it's always fun to play with newer cameras than the good old one. But still, I have this camera with me everywhere I go, and some of the clips I'm shooting with B-rolls and stuff like that is actually with this camera. So it's good, and it's true 4K image, and it looks really, really good. I'm testing out the D-cinelike profile today because I still really want to learn how to grade footage, and I think this is important to do because you have so much more options in D-cinelike than you have in a normal color profile. And the only negative thing, there are maybe two negative things about this camera. That's the internal audio, in my opinion, isn't good enough. And the normal color profile looks really good, but as soon as you have some skin colors in the image, it looks kind of strange. It looks a little bit red, but all the other colors looks really nice. So that's why I'm shooting in D-cinelike to see if it's possible to grade it. But battery life is excellent on this camera. You can use an external device mic, but then you need to have an adapter. That's maybe a little bit bad, but still I think this camera is just freaking excellent in 2022. It's still relevant. You can get it for around $200 and that's extremely cheap. So should you upgrade to the Action 2 or GoPro Hero 10? That's a big question because those cameras cost a little bit more. The Action 2 is maybe the most expensive one. If you can't afford it, of course not. I don't see any reason to sell the Osmo Action to upgrade to another camera because it's still so good. So if you can keep it, keep it. With the Action 2 you have some more options, of course, but it's a totally different camera in my opinion. The Action 2 is a magnetic system, and the only thing that are waterproof on the Action 2 is actually the camera module, and then you have not as good battery life and not as good storage as you have on the Osmo Action. So, and the GoPro Hero 10 is a really good camera, but I'm only shooting in flat with that camera and only 5.3K. So it's a big question in this. So let's film a little bit with the Osmo Action and just see how it performs when we are walking and talking, and see how good the stabilization is. So let's do that now. And I just found this area, really beautiful place. I didn't notice it was here actually, I have to say. I've been here many times, but in another place. And this is a perfect place for grilling and having fun with the kids, and of course swim. It's a little bit windy now, and I'm using an external mic. I don't have a wind muff on it, so maybe you can hear that. But look at this beautiful view. It's just freaking amazing. And I hope it's easy to grade the footage. Look at this, really nice. Just amazing. This is a place I'm gonna take my kids and my wife to grill, and maybe we can put up a tent here and just sleep here. Really beautiful, it is. And the view is just freaking amazing. Look at this. Must be nice to live here, so close to the sea. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's explore it a little bit and walk over here and see. And it's kind of funny when you walk around an area you are actually familiar with, but suddenly you see something you haven't seen before. And now we can test the stabilization on this camera. I'm just walking normal now, of course, but Rocksteady works really, really good. Let's just run. That's enough. The only bad thing about the Osmo Action is that you don't have horizon balancing or horizon leveling. But that's quite recent with, I think Insta camera has had it for quite a while, but GoPro Hero 10 and Dji Action 2 has it. And it's excellent, especially for vlogging and if you're out walking. I don't want to explore that house now, but maybe I should do it one day. Just see what's inside. Cool. Maybe there are some ghosts, you never know. Yeah, so what do you think about the footage from the Osmo Action? I'm shooting in 4K 30, as I said, in D-cinelike. A profile that maybe can be a little bit difficult to grade, especially if you don't have any experience with it, and I don't, so this is a good test for me too. But I'm still learning it, and I still think it's important to get the most out of your cameras, and filming in flat gives you much more possibility to make the best videos you can. This is beautiful. Look at that area. Just awesome. Yeah, so I'm also filming in D-warp on this camera, and that's the only reason I'm doing that, is so you don't get that fisheye look. But field of view is pretty good. I'm not quite sure if you film without D-warp. I think it's 145 degrees field of view. The Action 2 has 155, so it's much wider, and I think the GoPro Hero 10 has the same. So yeah, good to be out. And it's Thursday today, so soon weekend, and I love weekends. And my oldest daughter, she's 16 on Saturday, and tomorrow we're gonna go out and eat a good dinner with her, and she's gonna pick the place where we're gonna eat, so that will be nice. So I think I'm gonna use the Osmo Action much more than I've done so far. I have it with me, like I said, in the camera bag every day when I'm out, but you always seem to pick up the latest and greatest and don't use the old camera that much, but they produce really good image quality. So why not? And this is a solid camera. I never experienced any glitching, bugs or crashes like you especially have on the GoPro cameras. That's also extremely important. And so far, almost everything from DJI has just been excellent, in my opinion. Awesome cameras and drones. Nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna head back to my car. Just make a quick little run and see how the stabilization is. And like I said, you don't have horizon balancing, and I'm using a tripod now, which is extended about 30 centimeters away from me. That's enough. I've been out of shape lately. I need to be a little bit better. So it's typical for me. I have some good periods and some not that good, so I need to step it up. My weight is going up and down all the time. I love to eat, so that's why I need to train. But of course, when you're out hiking like I'm doing almost every day, you keep your weight pretty constant all the time, but I still think I need to lose around 10 kilos. That's around 20 pounds, maybe, something around that. So I need to do that. That's my goal. But I'm gonna take it easy, not like I did last time when I went to hospital. I was pushing myself too hard. So yeah, let's wrap it up. Osmo Action in 2022, is it still relevant? Yes, it is. That's my opinion. Around $200 US is really cheap for a great action camera. There are some negatives, like we said. Internal audio, you don't have horizon leveling and balancing. You can only shoot up to 4K 60. 2 color profiles, normal and D-cinelike. Slow motion option, yes. 1080p, 240 I think. Might be 120, but it's an excellent camera. Produces great image. Everything is filmed today in D-cinelike. Hopefully I can grade it, I hope so. So yeah, if you like videos like this, why not give me a thumb up and subscribe to my channel. We're gonna do a lot of fun, and hopefully somebody out there can reach out to me and send me something to review and test, like action cameras, accessories, stuff like that. That's what my channel is all about: travel, adventures, gears and reviews. Whew. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.